Every few thousand years, a benevolent force makes its way into the entertainment industry and delivers onto the world programming that can fix and heal social injustices. I'm talking, of course, of 2006 reality show Black.white. The show's got a simple premise. You take a white family and you paint them black. You take a black family and you paint them Hispanic. But today we'll be focusing specifically on Rose Bloomfield. She is a 17-year-old girl and thought blackface would be a unique opportunity to infiltrate a slam poetry class. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, Rose, do your third thistle.
Okay, so should I do instead of, let's see. With matters of gray, there's no one word. In fact, I can't even really speak about it. Don't get me wrong, because I talk all the time and I'm a talker by nature. But when it comes to black and white, it all turns gray.
A lot of people think that poetry doesn't have to rhyme, and they're correct, but the good poetry does.
I can only offer my ignorance. These are the words of a girl who has attempted listening to another side, hoping that the divide is slighter than expected and that I will be relieved by the growth of people. Well, if color means so much anyway, then why can't we get it straight?
Yo, are you fucking white? Like, are you trying to tell them you're white? Are you not? Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about.
Comments?
I just felt like, that's it? Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't connect to anything. It just seemed like it was like you were giving a speech.
Even the best fall down sometime. The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
I felt a little insecure, like, am I not good enough because I'm white?
It was the not rhyming for me. I wouldn't say you're not good enough because you're white, you're just not good enough at poetry.
Matters of gray. When the rap session started up at Jonathan's house, I started getting a little bit nervous. It's not exactly something I do very much.
Yo, you like every other black man, dog. You sound whack, man. Go into to get a job and start playing some tax, man. They ain't feeling my dreams, they ain't feeling my stuff. Jay Quest, you live in View Park, you ain't had it rough. So I'ma spit it for me, whoever choose to listen. And I'ma keep on doing these tracks and I'ma keep on wishing.
Scared, and I'm intimidated.
And of course, I could say, no, sorry, I don't do that, I don't do that. But it was like, do it. You know what I mean? If you suck ass, you suck ass. It's really nice to hear you say something that I haven't heard. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that is true. Here's what I seen today. Your faces make me happy. But it's all I got, so here's my words, I'm gonna be shot. You know you rhyme much better than I do, and you got much beat. You're gonna make lots of sense when you keep true. So thanks for stopping now, and take it.
It's hard to watch, man. It's hard to watch. It's like watching your son go down in football hard. Ugh. Let me just say, she's not a white ambassador. She does not represent my skill. I'm pretty good at freestyling. Wilding, profiling, maniacal, implical, fatical. I see, I can just go, dog.
I'm starting to think, if you're not black, to a certain extent, you're not in that group the same way everybody else is. That's really hard to deal with.
But they think you're black. You ever freestyle so bad that you become racist? It's called a Freudian slip. One time this dude came to my party and we were all freestyling. He's like, let me freestyle. And then he just kept calling himself gay on accident.
With matters of gray. The hardest part about this is keeping the lie. The poetry classes are so honest. I just cannot stand lying to them anymore. I have something to tell you, and I don't exactly know how to say it. I'm actually a white girl in black makeup. I live in Santa Monica. I've told you the truth since the beginning, except for the fact that I've walked in here in makeup, and that is the lie.
I just want to say to you, I have no animosity or ill will. I can only imagine how hard this might be for you. So I just want to let you know that if you need to lean on me, and I'll hope to speak for everybody else, to just lean on us. I think it is important that you do befriend us and get to know us in ways that you might have never known us before.
Wow, I'm sure everybody will continue to be overly accepting.
I don't feel better. I feel like throwing up. And right now, looking at you, I am disgusted. I'm afraid because I cannot see you. I cannot see who you are. You have not shed one tear in apologizing to me. Not one. You sound like the most rehearsed person I've ever met out of all the people in this class. And you haven't even begun to apologize to me. Everybody's like, oh, we're cool, we're here for you. They're not speaking for me. They are not speaking for me at all. So cry so I can see part of your white skin. Because I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know.
This is a classic example of good intentions leading to bad things. Because a lot of people think if their heart's in the right place, they can't do bad. But blackface is pretty bad. It's like with TikTok, all those makeup artists who like painted their faces black and then we're like, hey, this is for protest. No, stop, don't do that.
With matters of gray, my poetry class and I are going to be performing at this place called The Lounge at the end of the week, and we really need to prepare.
Okay, Rose, you're doing a poem that you think is good pronounce.
Alright, showing up black again. Kinda crazy, but okay. The producer must be telling them to go in blackface. That's the only explanation. And it makes me wonder who produced this. Executive producer Ice Cube? No, Icy, why? As a black man, he should have known better.
I am one of many wanderers searching for meaning in the story of the past. There was slavery. There was the Garden of Humanity, which we did labor for the fruit, which I call fire, and so many movements congested by morality.
You just don't get it, do you? It's not a TED Talk.
Comments?
I felt like what you just performed was a topic someone gave you. It wasn't you. I think that you need to write from not a topic someone gives you, but write from your heart.
Throw it away. Because, throw it away. Don't throw it away.
I think that I'm gonna rewrite this.
She just don't got the sauce. She ain't got the razzle dazzle. She don't got the, elbow grease to make it shine, if you will. Which is a problem with white women. I dated a girl who was wicked into poetry, and she had that book that all girls have, the one that says milk and honey on it, and I just turned it open to, a random page. Each poem is like 30 words, so you just read it, and it's the worst poem you'll ever read. And then you flip a few pages deeper, and nope, you were wrong. That one's the worst poem you'll ever read. And basically, that's the entire book. I don't know why they like these things.
I'm scared.
Yeah, welcome to being black.
With matters of gray. I remember walking into the lounge and my heart was in my throat. I came prepared with a poem that I had written, and then all of a sudden I realized I wasn't gonna do it. I had to get up on stage and tell the truth.
This is a misconception about art that people have. That it just flows out of you, pure. No, it has to be refined. And the less you make art, the more it needs to be refined. The Beatles wrote so many pop songs, they were able to pump them out. Because they learned over time how to do that. This bitch thinks she's just gonna get up there and spit. It ain't gonna happen.
I'm scared as I stand up here and I look at the faces that I see, that I've seen for the last month, that haven't seen me the same way I've seen them.
Oh, she's on this shit again.
And I want to thank the people that are sitting in this chair, right there.
Oh, damn, was that a rhyme?
poetry on the floor, and Chaz behind me who had the guts to sock me in the stomach when he knew something was off. So I appreciate that. And I'm telling you, there are some things that give me fear in the morning. So I wake up each morning a little confused, and a little alone, and a little different.
Boring!
Without a plan, without much to want, except for somebody not to call on me for something I don't want to do. Somebody to want of me something I don't want to do. Somebody who wants something of me that's not right and Rose and strong to do. But instead, I realize that every day is a new day and that inside of me, I can wake up and feel right and know that I'll get past this 10 minutes of something that feels listless and wrong. And I'll turn over, whether or not I'm confused, whether or not I'm alone. And I'll thank God because I know that Rose is my home.
And just then, she learned to rhyme. She did it, boys. Count 'em 2 rhyming words. Wow. And all she had to do was go undercover in the black community. Let me make one thing clear. This is a bad idea for a show. A really, really bad idea for a show. Why? Because first off, it's reality TV. Race-centered reality TV. So instead of Kendall Jenner being like, bitch, you used my lipstick. Now it's just pedal to the metal, full force, 100% octane race politics. Which is a terrible idea. And even worse than that, stupid people watching this are gonna think it's okay for them to wear blackface in an attempt at enlightening themselves. Which is not the case. Don't do it. It will not make you smarter. It will make you more confident in your ignorance. When I was 12 years old, me and my family went down to the Caribbean for vacation. It was like 4 days. I didn't come back home like, hey, I know what it's like to be Caribbean now, guys. Okay, because a few days in the Caribbean does not make me understand what it's like to be a Caribbean. Just like a few hours in blackface isn't going to enlighten you to what it's like to be black.
With matters of gray.
That is today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And if you like this format, if you want me to continue on this series, we have about like 3 more episodes of this show I could go through. Let me know in the comments. Alright, I'm gonna go drink a fat jug of iced tea.
With matters of gray.
Like